Sim Update 4 has just released this week, and now we have word we have a second update installed for the beta program. We have all the details about this new update, including all of this week's big previews, announcements, and release news. So let's jump into the video. We have been taking a little break from our weekly news videos for the past couple of weeks, and now we are all refreshed and ready to the lead up to the holidays, where we generally see most of the amount of releases and hardware add-ons being released for the year. So we're pretty pumped to bring you all the latest and greatest over the coming months. Before we get into this week's video, here's a quick word from this week's video sponsor. SoFly offer a number of products for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 and now 2024. It's great to see some of their old original products being able to be upgraded and used with the 2024 sim. I really enjoy using SoFly products, particularly when it comes to products such as the Weather Preset Pro. If you're flying around in a place and the weather's not doing what you absolutely feel like flying in, you can make it a great day, or you can make it as challenging as possible. Some of the other products that I do like when it comes to SoFly is their Aircraft Checklist Pro for 2024, and if that's something that you're new to flight simming, this is a great one. Also, Echo soundscapes that bring extra immersion to the sim, and a bunch of new airports. I will leave a link in the description below of where you can go and check out SoFly products, and also a discount. And I like to thank SoFly for supporting this video. Kicking off this week's previews and announcements, PMDG CEO Robert Randazzo announced this week that their Boeing 737-800 is nearly ready for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 testing. The 800 will be the first of the fleet of aircraft to release of the 737 series for 2024, and the 600, the 700, and the 900 will follow the conversion process to 2024 after the 800. Robert mentions that they will follow relatively quickly after the initial release of the 800. Along with the compatibility of the 2024, the fleet will also bring some new functionality, such as cockpit windows and doors that can be opened, along with some new other features. Moving over to the 777, the team is completely reworked the 777 sound set and environment. The process has taken a little bit longer than expected, but is close to release. When it comes to some of the other projects, such as the 747 and the MAX, there is no further updates other than they are still progressing. Black Square, the team behind some impressive aircraft, had a major new update for one of its fleet, bringing the high-fidelity TBM 850 to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. The update also included a number of quality of life improvements, such as interactive pre-flight walk-around. The KAS 297B altitude selector had an overhaul. There's been a bunch of effects being done for the magnetic compass. The tablet included a ear discomfort index that visually shows how much passengers' ears are popping and how much discomfort they are having. Rebuilt interior lighting, additional failures were added, such as engine, driver, fuel pump fail, and a bunch of bug fixes. This is a free update to all Black Square TBM customers, and if you don't have it, you can pick up the TBM through the Just Flight or the Control Store. I'll leave a link in the description below. Flight Sim Studios released their Boeing 727 over a year ago now, and now they've released its latest expansion pack, which is the Boeing 727 with the Super 27. The most visual change of the Super 27, which replaces its original JT82 pod engines to the Super 27s, which are a larger and more powerful and quieter engine. The set of engines received an update as well, which they are now the JT92-17A engines. Both the PAX and freighter version of the 727 are included with this expansion pack, and each of those have received a batch of new liveries. New modern updates to the cockpit instruments, such as digital fuel gauges, column EFIS, and the VSI with integrated TCAS and more. Also, the team has done a revised flight dynamics for the aircraft. Flight Sim Studios mentioned that this is the beginning of the development of the Super 27, and the team plans to release more technical updates in the future. I'll leave a link in the description below if you want to pick up yourself a copy of Flight Sim Studios 727. This one is a big one for many simmers, but Parallel 42 has confirmed this week that their very anticipated flow for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 has now entered its testing phase, where its upcoming release is being put through its paces. Now, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 has been around for some time. Flow Pro is being adapted to the new Sims backend systems. According to Parallel 42, the testing phase will see every feature stress tested by the internal crew to ensure stability and functionality across the board. There is no timeline that has been confirmed at this point for a release. However, it seems to be we will see a flow from Parallel 42 in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 sooner rather than later. Moving over to this week's release news, Echo 19 has released its latest sound pack under its own brand, and this time it's for the Cessna 172 for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. The sound set pack transforms the default 172 into a richly detailed and immersive experience. Every sound has been carefully crafted with dynamic layered, so it responds to your environment, airspeed, flight control inputs, which makes the 172 feel more alive and reactive than ever before. The sound set has focused on engine behavior, environmental control, audio, rich exterior ambience, real-world ground and cabin life effects. Everything from the flat motor sound to the aircraft traveling along grass, gravel or paved surfaces have been included with this sound set update. You can pick up your copy of Echo 19's sound pack for the default Cessna 172 for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 from Echo 19's website or the Control Store. I'll leave a link in the description below. Moving over to this week's Sim Update news, and it just feels like Sim Update 3 had just released, and this week the Microsoft team released its 4th Sim Update to the open beta tester program. Hopefully, once released to the public update along with all the previous Sim Updates, this will bring Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 to where it should have been on release day of November last year. There are a number of videos already out on YouTube when it comes to key points of Sim Update 4, so we won't cover those in this video. However, we did receive a new update already 2 days after the initial release of Sim Update 4, and this brings the version of the beta update to 1.6.5.0. The new version for Sim Update 4 includes stability and performance fixes when loading and starting a flight with a scenery package, then stopping the flight is disabling the packages, so they've done some work with that. Bunch of general bug fixes, added some missing checklists. They've also fixed some missions and they've fixed some issues with the search and rescue missions. There's not really much revolutionary when it comes to this build. That being said, if we go off previous Sim Update beta builds from the Microsoft team in recent times, we will see many builds like this with the team focusing on a few items and a few fixes and a few bugs at one time and then moving on to the next build. I'll leave a link in the description below from a video that the Arnott YouTube channel did that showcases the performance when it comes to the difference of Sim Update 3 and Sim Update 4. I thought it was a pretty good watch, so I'll leave a link in the description, and if you happen to go over to watch that video, please make sure you hit the like button and even give him a subscribe. That would be much appreciated to spread the flight sim love around the globe. Moving over to this week's InSim Marketplace, we've seen 42 releases on the marketplace for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. 22 were on PC and 20 were on Xbox. We've seen 5 new aircraft releases this week, but only 2 are worth mentioning, which is the RJ Professional, which was available for PC only, and the Miltech Simulations Osprey for both PC and Xbox. The other aircraft releases this week were made up of the usual spamware suspects, and if you are new to the hobby, here's a little bit of advice from Oz Flight Simmer, which is just because the aircraft is a add-on and being sold in the in-sim marketplace doesn't mean it's good quality or value for money. Please do your own research. A large number of products on the in-sim marketplace are just low quality or spamware, in my opinion, where developers have created a crap excuse for an add-on and scamming your money. And hey, it must be working because they keep doing it over and over. So be careful and read and watch reviews and read forum posts about something before you buy. The other releases for the week is made up of 3 livery packs, 3 mission packs, 4 night lighting packs, 1 sound pack, which is the Echo 19 Cessna release, which is great news because I didn't know it was available for Xbox Simmers as well, and also 6 airports. Thank you for watching the video. Help us get to 100,000 subscribers by hitting that subscribe button. It's free. It helps out a lot, and we are super close for doing that. I'll leave the links in the description about all of the videos and products we talked about. And if you haven't catched our latest hardware video we released just a couple of days ago of a new manufacturer, I'll leave the card up here so you can check that out. And happy simming, everyone.